Hey guys, I'm your girl Kiki Soto and welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening. Today guys, we have an emergency. We are here in upstate New York, zone 5B, and we are expecting frost. Guys, I took a nap today and I woke up with a frost advisory. It's mid-September, can you guys believe that? So what we're going to do today is we're going to save our plants. And if you look right here, we've already started the process of overwintering our pepper plants and one of our eggplant varieties. Yes, your eggplants and your pepper plants are perennials, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how you can save them. We're gonna get right to it. So right here, guys, I went to my garden and I dug up pepper plant and eggplant. Now this is going to be drastic. I know we all love our plants and we might not want to do this, guys, but we got to do it, okay? So you're going to need pruners, you're going to need your soil, you're going to need pots, and then I'll show you everything else that we're going to use in a second. So since I pulled these up from the garden, the first thing that I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take my water hose, and excuse the lighting, but like I said, this was an emergency. I'm going to take my water hose and I am going to blast these roots, because when you're overwintering your plants, we're bringing them inside, guys, and we don't want to bring those outside bugs inside with us. Okay? So we got that done, and then we're going to cut all these leafy nodes off of our plants and any stems that we may not need. You want to find your main stem, or if your plants are really large, your two main stems. Now I have 3 here, but guys, one of these has got to go. So, ouch, that hurt me, guys, but it's got to go. It's got to go. We are going to prune these down. And guys, I cannot believe that it is mid-September and we are getting frost. Can you guys believe this? I had to run out there and dig up all my pepper plants and 2 of my eggplants. Now the good thing about overwintering your plants is when you replant them in the spring after your first frost date, look at this, cleaning it up, guys, cleaning it up. After your first frost date, what will happen is, ouch, what will happen is they will grow back quite abundantly, guys, quite abundantly. So if you notice, whew, Lord, probably should have got the bigger shears, but like I said, frost emergency. Look what's left. That's all we got, guys. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, this is all reused soil from other things that I have planted in pots. And guys, when you buy your potted veggies, your flowers and whatnot, save your pots for stuff just like this, for these kind of emergencies, okay? So I have my soil here. I'm gonna sit that down. And I have something called diatomaceous earth, food grade, which means it's safe to use around your kids if you have to, on your garden. It's organic. You don't have to worry about it being poisonous and hurting you or your family or your pets. So what this does is it kills off any fungus gnats or beetles that may be living in your soil, or that we may have missed when we sprayed the roots down. Okay, because we're bringing our plants inside, guys. We do not want to bring the bugs with them. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to mix it into our soil. And you're going to take one of your pots. I just grabbed a little bowl here. Emergency, guys, you got to grab whatever you can. Got a little bowl here. I'm going to start filling this up. And I'm only going to fill it up about a third of the way. Okay. And I'm gonna set my little eggplant. I'm so sorry I had to do this to you, honey. I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna sit this right into here. And I'm gonna take more of my soil. And I'm gonna plant it right. Sorry, I'm gonna drop it right around the roots. Just cover the roots up. There we go. Our eggplant is just about ready. Okay. And now we're going to do our pepper plant. And we're going to do the same thing, guys. With pepper plants, you usually want to get down to a Y. But as you know, plants do what they want. So sometimes they grow more branches and pretty large, strong branches as well. Farewell, peppers. See you next spring. So we're just going to clip under one of those nodes here where you see the new leaves popping out. See that, guys? Just going to find one and clip right under it. Okay? I'm going to go over to the hose. I'm going to hose this off. You don't want any of those bugs coming in. And we also want to make sure the roots are nice and moist. There we go. Okay. I'm going to sit this here just like we did the eggplant. Got another pot. I'm going to take my soil. There we go. About a third of the way. I'm going to sit my pepper plant in. Cover it up. Here we go. And guys, this seems so drastic, but you got to consider it the same way you would prune down your rose bushes, your peonies, which we have to do tomorrow. You know, so they can rest. They can rest, and in spring they'll be refreshing and regenerate and ready to go again. So, excuse me, guys. The next thing you want is some kind of fertilizer. And you want a fertilizer that, well, my preference is a fertilizer that's granulated. And I have it in here, guys, because we got a hole in it. But this is a slow release granule plant food fertilizer. And as you can see, there's a 10, 10, 10. And each of these stands for the main nutrients that most of the fertilizers promote. And that's nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, NPK. Now, I would have preferred to use a fertilizer that was a little lower on the nitrogen, because nitrogen promotes leafy growth, and we don't want that. We don't want new leaves to grow. We want our plant to rest. But this is what I have. It's an emergency, and I got to do what I got to do. So, I'm going to take my bowl again. I'm going to go down in here. I'm going to fill this bowl up. You guys see, these are granules. They'll slow release. They'll feed over a few months at a time. And guys, doesn't it look like I pulled up just about every pepper plant in my garden? That's because I did. I think only 2 of them I didn't keep. Talk about attachment issues, right? So anyway, I'm just going to take maybe a handful, and I'm going to sprinkle it right around the top. Now, these are slow release granules. They'll feed over time. And what we really need is the phosphorus and the potassium, because we want to promote healthy roots on our plants. We want the plant roots to stay healthy and strong while they're in dormancy. Okay? I'm just going to sprinkle this all around. And there we go. Okay, guys. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, I just grabbed an extra empty water pitcher and peroxide. Peroxide, sorry guys, is an antifungal, antibacterial, antiseptic. And guys, look what we did to these plants. We've left the stems open and susceptible. They need to heal. Our plants need to heal. And we also want to make sure that we don't invite any funguses into our plants. So I'm going to pour up to about a third, not even, let's see, that's half. We'll do about a quarter of the pitcher. And then I'm going to go back to my hose real quick, guys. I'm going to fill the rest up with water. So this is a gallon pitcher, and I filled about a quarter of it up with peroxide. Okay, and this is going to help our plants heal, guys. This is traumatic. We cut these things up and chop them down, and we're just going to water it in. And so. And now guys, for the first week or so, you don't even have to worry about putting these in direct sunlight, under a grow light or anything like that. These plants are in recovery. So they can stay pretty dark for a week or so while they heal. It's not gonna hurt them. It's not gonna hurt them at all. Okay, so our plants are going to go into our garage to heal. Okay, I told you guys before that your Urban Girl garage is turning into an Urban Girl grow area. Okay, I'll water these in a little more, but for the sake of time, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take these into the garage. We're going to let them rest. We're going to let them heal. And guys, whew, I am exhausted. I went to that garden and I pulled everything up and asked my husband and my kids. I was out there like a mad woman, but I wanted to save my peppers because they were so plentiful, so bountiful this summer. And next spring, I know that they'll come out, they'll flourish, and they'll be great. Okay, one thing you do want to check for, guys, while you're watching your plants over the winter time, you want to make sure, and I missed a few here, and I'll go back over. You want to make sure to pull off any leaf growth that we have here, because you don't want your plants trying to grow. You want them to rest, okay? You want them to rest and stay like this until spring. And in the springtime, after we passed our first frost day, guys, we had snow in May last year, so I'm not trying to lose my plants after I went through all of this. But anyway, after our first frost date and we're clear of all snow or frost, we will put these things right in the ground, and I'll take you guys along with me, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, if this video helped you in the clutch, you know it did. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Guys, let's interact. Come back and hang out with your girl Kiki Soto here at Urban Girl Gardening. And guys, I hope you get to it. I hope you can save your plants. See you later. Bye.